Always the same.
And I didn't know the story. He
The
goes,
FCOs,
Michael made a big
crew
impression
chiefs
on
and
me.
loads, and Mike, he was the only one, you know. Like that was like a few deployments for me, so I was over it. And you know, so I was always, I was in charge, and I was getting mad. And my buddy Eric, my buddy Eric, you know, he was missing his girlfriend, so he'd be upset about that. Rogan would, I don't know. I'm not gonna go over everybody's personal issues, but Mike's thing was,
Go ahead, Eric.
he never bitched. He would always, you come in and he'd be like, Michael, and it's just like you come in. Really huffing, you'd see him and he'd be in his footy pajamas and a rocket ship on. And you're just like, I mean, I would come in and I would be like red hot. And I'd just see it, like, son of a, you know, I mean, never, ever, always. And when you would go in and you check the flight schedule and it'd be, you know, it'd be O'Neill, Egan, and Preuss. And you're just like, you know, something funny was going to happen. He was going to do something.
You're going to laugh that day.
You were going to have fun, and you couldn't help but fall in love with that guy. I mean, it was just like.
Who else were rocket ship but down with?
In Afghanistan.
We all had our little things, you know. You remember when Eric's pants got sucked into the air conditioner?
Do you remember that? Me and Mike almost got into it one night. Well, we did get into it one night.
I know
I'm
exactly.
terrified of spiders. All right? And then if you've heard of Afghanistan camel spiders, I mean, they're about that big.
They're not that big.
They're fast.
They're like that. They're not like the size of a pizza.
So anyhow, Mike has this protein container, right, like a protein powder, and he's got his face in it. He's like, "Oh, does it smell funny?" No, he hands it to me, and I go, and there's a camel spider at the bottom. And I was so mad, you know, so it was all of a sudden a yelling match, and then, I don't know, an hour later, in the shower, and Mike comes out of the shower, he's like, he's trying to apologize, and I'm still
He's not really apologizing.
He's going through the emotions of apologizing. I'm like, well, screw you, man. And he's like, no, screw you. I was like,
listening.
like we're sitting there, and we didn't fucking know our guys, but
I really thought they were
we all laugh about it now, but
Remember his email account? He had the worst time forgetting to log off his computer. And every time I saw it, I'm like, invitation accepted. I would get on his email and I would, all hands, just, what have I got to say? And,
his bosses too, by the way. That's to your bosses too.
well, yeah, but I'm not me, I'm Mike, and I'll say whatever I want. I remember this one time I wrote this email. I sent this email. I said, I'm not gonna go. Yes, I'm not gonna go into what the email said. It was very inappropriate.
The only thing worse than our leadership is Sergeant Anderson's body.
I'm what they call a wordsmith. I have a way. The English language is my playground. Well, so I'm just writing this up, and I'm just loving every minute. I'm eating this with a spoon, and I'm like, everybody's like, Mike, no, don't do it. And I'm like, yes, and it's sent. Well, I go out to do something on the airplane, and I come back like 4 hours later, and he was our intel guy, and he was the senior enlisted. But he pretty much let me deal with the air crew. But every once in a while, he would call me in and be like, and he heard me, and he was in his intel office, and Scotty, and I'm just like, oh shit. So I walk back there, and I'm all, you ready? And he's like, have you read this? And I said, of course I sent it to myself. I mean, I'm not an idiot. You know? No, I haven't read it. What is it? And he's like, go wait, Preuss. He's like, go get Preuss right now. I'm like Staff Sergeant, dude, it's like 3 in the morning, bro. And he's like, get him in here right now. And he's like, I want him in uniform at the position of attention. And I'm like, oh. No. And he's like, what? I'm like, I gotta say no. That was me. Needless to say, I did go wake Mike up, and I'm like, I just don't want a grenade for you. It's the grenade that I dropped. Yeah, I did a grenade. Well, it happened again. And of course I did it again. And it was so funny because I walked in and Mike's wearing his damn rocket ship pajamas. And I'm like, hey buddy. He's like, Michael, can you teach me how to Dougie? I will, after you tell me what you forgot to do. And he's like, I'm like, check your wallet. And he looks at his wallet, he's like, I left my email open. And he's like, and you sent an email. I'm like, he goes, remember what he did? He goes, Michael! Stop that part. I didn't send it to Staff Sergeant Anderson this time. I sent it to
Cook and Major B, right?
I sent it to JD, I sent it to Major B. Oh yeah, I sent it to Godfather. I mean, he always got a kick out of that. Oh, Mike. And I always had to yell at him. He made best friends with these Pakistani,
They were Indian.
Chow. They were.
There's actually a picture of Shiva on the slideshow.
Yeah, Shiva's up there.
And I kept telling him, I'm like, dude, you're gonna get us all killed. You know, they're gonna come and harvest our organs or something horrible. And he's like, no, Mike, they're really good guys. I'm like, Mike, no, and Mike, and I'm like, no, we can't. You gotta stop hanging out with them. Oh.
We played volleyball with
Yeah, we
them.
played
volleyball.
Volleyball.
You're like, you play volleyball today? We gotta work.
Mike would be like, Mike would go, yeah, well, I gotta fly at 4, but I get back at this time. And I'm, Mike, oh my God! I trust him! Stop!
They were really creepy guys. They were like, you bring American ladies.
Oh,
no!
what was her name? Garcia?
Yeah.
And then we would come back on Fridays if we flew late. We'd come back to the chow hall, and they would have saved all the steak and lobster for us. So people would go through the line and be like, "Oh, we're out, Mike!"
I'm not gonna say the relationship didn't have its perks, but for the most part, it was a bad idea.
They did the cooking today.
Hey, we grabbed.
Yes, they did the cooking and the cleaning and just the general sanitation of the chow.
They were
Not.
screen
Oh yeah,
us.
it was good though.
Preuss always signed his laundry and his pipes 1228. Like, he just made up a last name.
Laundry people, like laundry guy.
They creep me out when they would remember the last 4 of your
We were
socials.
just talking about that. Like, I gave out laundry to like.
Several credit cards.
Pipes.
I know. Oh, I'm here, 1997. Stop. Stop memorizing my social. And then I walk out of the tent. There's just some things you can't unsee. And Ryan is on the level with me, taking pictures. Brogan and Mike are on top of the HESCO barriers with lights on them. They found these lights and they're spotlighted against the night sky in Afghanistan. I'm like, this is good, sniper bait. And they're wearing not a stitch of clothing except their banana hammocks, and they're flexing. And I'm not gonna lie, it's like, God, they look good. Okay, get your asses down before you get shot. Get down. It's like everybody can see you.
We're just saying
Mike,
terrorists.
come on, we have to settle something. And I'm not settling anything.
That never
Get
happened,
off the
sir.
Escobar.
Yeah, we got told we couldn't tan it.
We got in trouble for the tent. We got in trouble for the Dwyer Water Park.
We already told him about the wire.
Yeah, we told them about the door.
I like it that Holly was out there. There's no evidence you've ever had a tan.
Oh, it was gone.
So I've been laying out there.
I mean,
soaking, baby.
He tried to sunbathe though.
Holly actually,
They have the reflective things, dude.
No, that was that maintainer.
well, one of you ended up with the sunshades
I don't remember
from
that.
the cockpit.
I thought that was Boomhauer.
The night of Boomhauer, yes, it was Eric. It was here. I think you got like a second degree moonburn that night. Mike, I came in the next day. Mike's rubbing aloe on you. Oh, buddy.
Sir, you remember when I was starting engines with no shirt and I had a zip? And he's like, three's clear, rotation three. He's like, Holly, can you even grow chest hair?
What'd he say?
He's like, Holly, can you even grow chest hair? No, four's clear.
We got alopecia for about
No, because I said go.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Do you remember the video that made him want to learn to boogie? Did you ever see it? Just some little black kid dancing, like some little black kid. Mike's like, that is adorable.
I found one of those memes that said, you know, it's, did I show you that one? Yes, sir. Instruct me in the art of the Douglas.
Grogu was talking about how he would walk up to him and just quote like Fergie songs. When he would quote the London Bridge, he'd walk up to you real all nice like.
It'd be like another Fergie song, some ladies. Be hold on, I got a question for you. Tell me. Be like, how come every time you come around London Bridge?
What's wrong with you? He would always get me with that. It's like, you know, you think you really need something. And so I'm like, okay, what's up? You know, like,
Would you teach me how to
like, can I talk to you? It's like, yeah. So I think there's something wrong. Like, oh god, he got in trouble. So I got to get up and I go out. And he's like, teach me. No, he would quote that Fergie song. Like, man, I got a game of zombies going on in there. You remember when you guys beat the Cosmic Gorilla, the Cosmic Silverback? That was like a proud day for the whole set. It was like the Cosmic Silverback is down.
What happens when like it starts over?
Literally, you guys came running in and we just like announced it.
It was a big day. Yeah. Oh, I still have pictures that I'll send you on the camera. You guys remember you were standing in front of the TV?
Well, yeah, all right. So when we first, because me and Mike got to Florida a couple months after they did, and they were playing this game. They wouldn't let us play because we weren't good enough yet. So me and Mike were like, he's got a personality I do. We're like, show you. And we started playing this for hours and hours and hours every day. We beat it.
What game was that?
It was like Call of Duty Black Ops, the zombie, like an arcade zombie. It was stupid.
Ridiculous.
It was silly like an arcade game, and I would have to
We got 15
scream.
minutes before we gotta be there.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour game.
It's a 4-hour. We're gonna beat
Well,
it.
we could practice. I would scream at Brogan because the machine was right next to my rack, and I'd be sleeping. You know, I had been doing stuff, and Mike would whisper. You know, you couldn't barely hear him, but Brogan's whisper, I mean, he sounds like a broken chainsaw. And he's just like, oh my God, it's like, Brogan! Oh my God, shut the game off. We'll be quiet. I'm like running on 2.5 hours of sleep.
The reason I asked, my son turned 11, and World Warcraft is owned by Blizzard, which is headquartered by us. I don't know if you guys know that game, whatever the game is. So we got a VIP tour because we knew somebody that worked there so they gave us a tour inside their facility. There's a lot of different places. Shows where everyone is online.
I want to thank everyone for coming out to celebrate Michael's life here on Earth. This is for Michael. It's tough what happened to my best friend. We shared our lives since we were 10. Stayed up late, made lots of noise. Chris threatened us, but boys were boys. Made most birthday parties and softball games. Age did not matter. He was her first flame. Colorado by plane, my first flight. Then a road trip to the Opry, saw Garth one night. We had so much fun on the field of dreams, but his first home run was missed, it seems, at least by me. But other faces cheered that feat while I ran bases. Made mums together our freshman year. With girls, one thing, crystal clear. I was jealous, he had his pick. With women, he was Mr. Slick. On dates, we always doubled up and toasted with red Solo cups. Celebrated together our graduation, then he went on to serve our nation. Mike was proud, a U.S. Marine. Booyah, booyah, he was mean and lean. Then in 2011, he eloped with a girl. An amazing lady, she made his world. God sent this angel, her name was Jen. I thank the Lord she was there with him. Together on this journey, Jen at his side, he was at ease, prepared for his heavenly ride. I'm thankful for these 16 years. Cherish the memories, that is clear. Try not to dwell and ask why. Later, bud, up in the sky. I love you, Mike.
Thank you, Dustin. I'd like to have Brogan Holly come.
I don't have a poem, so you're gonna have to. Preuss, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Brogan Holly, and I met a lot of you for the first time here, and I wish I could have done it under better circumstances. But I guess we gotta play the cards we're dealt. I had the honor of serving with Mike he was still private first class Preuss to right now. And we went to every school. We lived together in Florida, Arkansas, Miramar, and then we spent 7 months in a tent together. So I got to know him pretty well. I don't need to tell any of you how amazing Mike was, but I'm going to anyway, just because, well, he left here, I'm not always the nicest or the best person in the room, but Mike was. He always was. And he brought out the best in me whenever he was around. I'd give anything to trade places with him. And if I could, I know if I could die so Mike could live, he'd bring me back just so he could kill me again. He'd never let me make that trade for him. But it's that kind of love that made Mike who he is. And I look at all of you, us Marines, us friends, family, and it's good to see that he's loved as much as he loved them. Except for Mike, we love you all.
I know that these two just expressed what everyone's heart is, and we appreciate you guys doing that. I know that's difficult, but it's an honor to have you here do that. We're going to have another song here for us to spend time listening to. And you can sing along with as well. Tom, make sure to let you know that.